But I think the thing I've been yelling about, B, is I understand if you want to compare contracts with DK, but don't get caught up in the AAV nonsense. Worry about the guarantees. I think as push comes to shove, as this time gets more serious in the McLaurin Commanders contract situation, I think the guarantees will become the focus. And
it should be the focus.
I think that's good news.
That's what goes into your pocket. Listen, remember, I think it was Albert Hainsworth deal? They said $100 million, right?
Right.
It was nowhere close.
Nowhere close.
Remember that first deal that Stephen Davis signed back then?
Yeah.
And they made it look like it could be close to $100 million? Nowhere close.
Well, on the
think about when that was, though, Jay. That
25 years
ago. It was in the 90s. And they tried to put that deal to make it seem like it was going to be like a 9-figure deal. Nah. But everybody saw that and they ran with it, and I think people still do it. Get the guarantee, homie.
Well, specifically, how about this? So DK this year, now he got a $30 million bonus. That's all guaranteed. That gets prorated over time. That's money in the bank, right?
Yeah.
This year he's got a $5 million guarantee, a $5 million base salary, cap number, very manageable. He's 1,000% on the team this year. He's going to be their leading receiver. They need him, period. Next year, 2026, he's guaranteed $25 million. Next year, he's on the team in Pittsburgh, period. After that, 27, 28, 29, not a single guaranteed dollar on that contract. Now, you'd still have to eat the prorated bonus, right? But that you deal with over time.
That first year of the no guarantee, still possibly on the team.
Sure, 27.
Yeah.
But
those next two.
By 2028, the cap number's $34 million. They would save $12 million by releasing him or renegotiating whatever. I'm sorry. They would take a $12 million dead money hit, but save $22 million against the cap. He'll also be 31 years old at that point. Here is the fallacy of NFL contracts, okay? Because when this first gets reported, the numbers look incredible. Brian, I'm just going to lay out the facts, and you tell me if you think this ever happens. The 2029 season, DK Metcalf will be 32 years old. He'll have a base salary of $30 million with a roster bonus of $5 million with zero guarantees for a cap number of $41 million. That If they were to make a move, it'd be a $6 million dead money hit on a salary cap that'll probably be well north of $300 million by then. And they'd save $35 million against the cap. Do you think that's a real year on this contract?
Nah, that's one of those void years they throw out there.
So that's not even a void.
Yeah.
But that's the game that gets played with this. So that makes his AAV skyrocket. Yeah. Because 5 years from now, when he's 32, there's a huge salary attached to it. But it's just not real.
You're not getting it.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think...
I understand money.
I know you do.
Yeah.
I like to point this out so folks can understand why the guarantees are what matter, not necessarily...
And that's why when you hear the size of the contract and what the AAV is, it's people, reporters that are connected to the agents. And when you hear the guarantees, more than likely they're connected to the team.
Right.
Because they're letting you know what we're really giving up.
100%.
You know, we're giving up $60 million, not $100 million. That's just how it is.
Right.
And I think you have different people who are on different sides, and they give out certain information. What you got to realize is what hits your bank account.
Totally.
Point blank.
Totally. And
Jeff and I had a conversation earlier, and I was telling him about, a lot of this content game, yes, they tell you can make a lot of money. It's a lot of work to make a lot of money. You got to put extra time in. When I look at it, I start calculating the amount of money I'm getting compared to the amount of time I have to put into it. And if it's below minimum wage, then that's not really doing good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I will stick to the ways I've been doing stuff a little lately. I do stuff because I like to do it, not to try to make a penny.
Totally, man. I think if we start to hear momentum on the Terry deal, I think it's the right time to start gaining momentum on the Terry deal.
Yeah.
You'd love to have him in by the middle of next week. You'd love to have him in by the middle of next week so that you could have him practice against the Ravens. I think that's your goal, right? If you can get him in, next Wednesday's an off day. Let them practice Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Sunday's an off day. Monday night's the Bengals. Then you've got that joint practice Thursday against the Ravens. Like, you can get 5 practices under his belt, and then maybe he goes against the Ravens. I think that is really kind of the best possible scene. Also, some cool news this morning. The Bengals, I kind of like this. Cincinnati coach Zach Taylor. The Bengals have started really slowly for multiple seasons, and it really has hurt them.
Yeah.
Zach Taylor says, we're not starting slow this year. He's got Burrow and other players playing a couple series Thursday night in their preseason opener, and says more starters will play game 2 against Washington. So you get to see, if you're going to that game Monday night, you get to see Joe Burrow, maybe Jamar Chase.
And hell, you get to see a lot of Washington people too.
You think a lot of guys will go for that one?
Game they will, because like I'm saying, the third game, although you have an extra week now put in place before the season start. Last year in the third game, how long the starters played?
I don't think a snap.
If they even played. The only game where you get work from your main guys really is the second game.
Yeah, and it's Monday night. I mean, I still think Jaden will play like a series, maybe 2. But what's the best way to get ready to play football?
Play football.
There you go.
You get good at football by practicing football.
Body craves contact. Jim Harbaugh said that. I think there's a lot of interesting stuff going on as these joint practices ramp up. I mean, there's going to be a lot of them going over this next 2-week stretch all over the NFL, not just in Washington. I'm curious just how, like, so you'll laugh at this. I'm on this 5 o'clock flight.
Mm-hmm.
I got to be at Dulles around 4. The way the bridge traffic is, everything, whatever, I'd probably head over there around 3. Last night, I cooked dinner for the family. We're all just hanging out. And Lauren says to me, like, don't you need to go pack? And I was like, nah, I'm just going to come home from radio tomorrow, pack, and then go to Dulles.
See, that's why you always are in situations, dog. To get to your house from here takes about how long?
Half hour.
Okay, so we're going to say 2:30, but I'm going to add 15 minutes to it because it always something happens. So 2:45.
Yeah.
You don't know what you're wearing. You're going to go home and try to pack.
Yeah.
How long do you think it take you to pack?
20 minutes.
Okay, so now we're at 3:15, 3:05, 3:10, something like that?
Yeah, but I'd probably just sit around for like 10 minutes.
But the whole thing is you got to be there at 4. All right, flight's at 5:15. How long does it normally take you to get across that bridge?
It's a wild card.
So, in other words, you probably should have packed last night and brought your stuff with you. And
I
headed straight that way because she told you to. You would have never done that on your own.
Fair. But regardless, the
But you are
end
still-
justifies the means.
I can see you still trying to run home.
No, because nobody's going to be there. They're all at camp.
But if they were,
Yeah. If the
Yeah,
girls were there,
yeah.
I'd probably try to go.